Hello, traders. Gary Wagner here, approximately 10 a.m., Thursday, the 6th day of October. And this is the daily report for gold. We do have gold trading higher this morning, currently trading at 1649.83. That is the spot market. When we take a look at our most active December contract, 1652. This is a daily chart that you can see up here on the left. Traders, we are looking at the spot market of gold. This is a daily chart. It's set up as 1440 in terms of minutes itself. And as you can see, in terms of the marketplace itself and what we are looking at in terms of support that it's found, you can see, of course, absolute support. This is 61%, 1539. And this was that absolute low that we got when the market corrected back last Sunday, not this Sunday, but the Sunday prior. And then our next, what I consider to be the really strong level, which is right around 1610. And you can see, although we had lows that came into this area in terms of real bodies, and real bodies to me is what is most important because it is the relationship between the open and the close of that trading session, in this case, the day, that I believe is most important. And you can see that these real bodies absolutely maintain and continue within and above this support level, and that is the 51% retracement level, which is 1610. Now, traders realize that this is a fairly long-term retracement sequence because we're starting down around 1310 all the way up to about 1910. So that's quite a move. When you consider that this 300 move down, of course, halfway between that $600 rise that we saw, and when we look in terms of the timetable itself, we are looking at how gold has moved just within this last year. Pretty incredible. Now, the other thing that I'm noticing in terms of just straight technicals here, that as this market came down, we're really getting that V bottom here. We're really getting a nice rounded bottom or a V bottom. Now, traders, you recall, I did recommend that you begin to scale and add positions in the marketplace. Market was trading around 1640. I'm also recommending the use of options, and I will be creating over the next couple of days a link page which will have very, very important links for education, such as basic terminology, where to find this information, how to look at it. But in essence, when you look at an option, it is the right but not the obligation to get an underlying futures contract at a specific price. There's two types, calls and puts. I was always taught call up, put down, meaning calls are betting the market will go up. It's a long, put down. But many of my subscribers have a sense for them, so I want to be able to bring the learning curve kind of to an even playing field for all of my subscribers out there. So I will be putting that together over the next few days. Traders, we are looking at a weekly chart. Again, simple candlestick format. And in this, what I have done is I started by creating an Andrews pitchfork. You have your center line handle, and then, of course, on the pitchfork, the two prongs or two sides of these Andrews pitchfork. Now, as the market came up, of course, it broke way above this. This line right here is simply a cut, a copy and paste of the angle of the Andrews pitchfork. That's all that is. And what I find interesting is as this market came back into, let's call it alignment, even though we had these lows well below the midpoint, the actual handle of the pitchfork, as you can see, the last week, prior week, we formed what is called a hammer, very, very bullish. And then that hammer this week, of course, we're still trading it as Thursday. We've got another day. But even though it's a very, very small bodied against a very small body, it has basically pierced the midpoint. It would be called a piercing line. If it closes above it, it would be engulfing bullish. But it does confirm a potential bottom within the marketplace. So, for that reason, I do recommend that we begin to scale into positions and protect those positions. You can use stops, but my recommendation is that we want to begin to use an option strategy with that. This has been Gary Wagner wishing you, as always, good trading. We'll talk to you tomorrow for the weekly wrap-up and review. Bye-bye.